Have you ever wondered why some homes just fly off the market in days, while others just sit there? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on the secret. It's called neuroaesthetic staging, and it's all about using the science of beauty to sell your home faster. Let's get into it.
You know that feeling, right? You walk into a space for the first time and you just get this immediate sense of calm, like, I could live here. You can't put your finger on why, but it just feels right. Well, what if I told you that feeling isn't an accident at all?
Yeah, that powerful gut feeling, it's not magic. It's actually neuroscience at work. Our brains are literally hardwired to respond to certain patterns and visuals. And today, we're going to learn how to use that to our advantage. So, how exactly do we tap into this? How do we design a space that speaks directly to the brain? The answer is in this really cool field called neuroaesthetics.
Simply put, neuroaesthetics is the psychology of beauty. It unpacks why we find some things beautiful. Why we're drawn to a sunset, or why a cozy, textured blanket makes us feel safe. And, you guessed it, it's the reason some houses just feel like home from the second you step inside.
So, what's the secret code? How do we hack our brains to create this instant feeling of comfort and beauty? Well, the answer is surprisingly simple, and it's all around us in nature. We're talking about fractals. Fractals are these incredible repeating patterns you see everywhere, from the delicate veins on a leaf to the branching of a tree. For whatever reason, our brains are just wired to see these patterns and relax. So when you bring them into a home, it's like giving a potential buyer's brain a little dose of stress relief. Okay, theory is great, but let's get practical. How do you actually use this stuff to stage your home? It really boils down to a simple two-step game plan. It's a killer 1-2 punch. First, you're going to soothe the buyer's brain with those calming fractals, and then you're going to capture their imagination by mixing old and new styles. Let's break it down.
And look, you don't have to go crazy here. This isn't about a huge renovation. We're talking about small, affordable changes that make a huge difference. A throw pillow with a leafy design, a rug with a flowing pattern, even just a piece of wood with a beautiful grain. These are the little things that tell a buyer's brain, hey, you're safe here. You can relax.
Okay, next up, creating a little bit of drama. Our brains love a good surprise, a little bit of contrast. So when you mix modern furniture with vintage pieces, you create this visual pop that's just so compelling. It grabs a buyer's attention and makes them feel something. And this trick works for any kind of home. Got a brand new modern build? Add some warmth and character with a cool antique mirror or some reclaimed wood. Live in a beautiful historic home. Juxtapose those amazing vintage details with some sleek, minimalist furniture. It's all about that beautiful balance.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This all sounds great in theory, but does it actually work in the real world? Oh yeah. Let me tell you a quick story.
So a friend of mine was selling her gorgeous 1920s colonial home. She decided to go all in on this neuroaesthetic approach. And honestly, the results were just staggering. The feedback she got from buyers was just incredible. Over and over, people said the same thing. It didn't just look like a house, it felt like a home. And that, right there, is the entire game. You're not selling 4 walls and a roof, you're selling a feeling.
So, the result? The house sold in, wait for it, 3 days. 3! For way over the asking price. That's what happens when you sell with science.
So when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway? It's simple, really. When you're selling your house, you're not just a seller, you're a storyteller. Every home has a story to tell, and neuroaesthetics gives you the tools to tell that story in a language the buyer's brain instinctively understands. You're creating a narrative of comfort, safety, and belonging, and that's a story no one can resist.
So I'll leave you with this question. What story is your home going to tell? Because getting it right could make all the difference.